Malawi ife tutabwera ndi nkhani zina apa. Kodi mwamva zimene zachitika ku Blantyre? Yetu Jomo wakumana nanso tuku kumene kuti Jomo amayenda ndipo kuti akufuna kutolera ndalama yatu za khonsolo. Ndiye mwamva zimene zachitika apa pachitikatu mbola pa dzikopa. Ife tikumemeni mukhale pamwepo kuti muone kuti kodi zinayenda bwanji. Ndiye tafanso nkhani yavutatu ya Amaryllis Hotel. Akutitu Amaryllis Hotel ndalama zimene inagulitsidwa ndalama zochuluka kwambiri. Ndiyetu mpaka tsopano nkhaniija yafikatu ku Public Accounts Committee kumene kotu yalusanso komiti imeneyi akufufuza kuti zinatheka bwanji, chinachititsa ndi chani kuti nkhale ndalamazi zifike apa. Ife tikumemeni kuti mukhale pomwepo, mpange like, mpange subscribe pamene tunkhanizi apa zayamba koma kwatentha. Takhale pomwepo Amalawi.
Malo awowa atenge magalimoto akayimisa anthu akudandaula. So wakonzedwa ndi boma kuti anthu azigwiritsa ntchito. Manimvesese. Kaya munthu ndi otani kandi mphamvu zoti bwanji lamulo limaposa chani mphamvu. Timacheza, timacheza kuti kupanga za ntchito. Ine silipanga za munthu. Ine silipanga za munthu. Ndiye munimve, ine silipanga za munthu. Ndimapanga za anthu. Ndeka no matter what magalimoto awa bwana. Taona ninoka pa umuntu weka kukuona weka fake zinazizikhapo kupamala uzikha kuti inusu mwapanga chitukukopera patena chazimira azichira kuzupa bwana magalimoto mutosenga magalimoto musubize magalimoto azilowa ngati anthu ababa samaya kola ndaita amene ndaina ati mapeseka magalimoto awiri imozi koma panopo taona ni mali kuchokera huko iya isina kuopyeze bwana bwana mimi atiyo sana wewe mara moti mazi okona opyeze amwene wina aliyese amwene uzani ase zamani sonya bwana ase bwana mimi atiyo sana ase bwana mimi atiyo sana bwana mimi atiyo sana atiyo sana
all the way to the north, Chitipa Central. Kadabe Central, please.
Thank you, Chair. We are discussing the sale of Amaryllis Hotel, but Honorable Chair, let me confirm, most of us, the members here, some are from Chitipa, from Kadabe, but as well, we haven't seen. Would it be in their interest to confirm the transaction at the site? The first question. The second question is, we have heard figures like 30 billion as a value 2023. But what we're hearing is that the money that was paid to the seller is 90 billion. Can the CEO confirm that? That valuation was 30, but what was paid was 90 billion. Thank you, Chair.
Maybe before we go to Chitipa Central, in terms of the transactions, that I think Public Service Pension Trust Fund can actually confirm when they appear. And because we had a willing seller and a willing buyer, at that stage we'll get to ascertain what you've asked for. But FDH is here appearing as one of the valuers. To that extent, Kadabe Central, maybe they can take part of that because of those who paid and those who received the payment. They may, at that stage, give us a clear picture, but they can take that one. Chitipa Central.
Thank you, Chair. My understanding, Chair, is that FDH did not do the second valuation. My question is, were they given any reason why they were not considered to do the second valuation? The background of the question is that their advice was that the business was not profitable. So I'm wondering if in their opinion, that would be one of the reasons why they were not considered to do the second valuation, which necessitated the payment of Amaryllis Hotel. Thank you, Chair.
Our controlling officer, over to you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. I noticed that there are 3 questions, one from Blanda Jomo. I don't know whether I should still respond to that, given your ruling.
No, if you feel you need to clarify a few things.
Thank you.
you have the latitude to do so. Thank you so much, Controlling
Thank you very
Officer.
much, Honorable Chair. I think the question from Blantyre Ceremony MP is whether if it was FDH would be able to buy the facility at the current price. My response is that that really depends, because first of all, there's need to do evaluation, due diligence by FDH Bank to indeed agree that the current valuation of Amaryllis is what has been highlighted. Otherwise, it's not something that can just be taken face value and do the payment. That's my response to that. Only the issue that has been raised by Nkatabe Central Honorable Member, he has asserted that the facility was paid for 90 billion, and yet our valuation was only 30 billion. I must mention, just as we have said before, our position in all this transaction was just advisory. We just did the evaluation and provided it to the trustees. The decision to decide which one is more valuable, it is left to them. And as my colleague had indicated, it's not just us as valuers that were involved. There are several other valuers that were involved. So the decision to decide which valuer to use actually remains the domain of the trustees of the fund. Lastly, on Chitipa Central, why FDH Bank was never given the opportunity to do the second valuation. Obviously, I think that decision is up to the trustees of the fund to decide who they would use for the second valuation. Otherwise, from us, we did our part, and if they felt that it wasn't making any meaningful, position, possibly that's the reason why they actually excluded us. But the decision to decide who does the second valuation, obviously, it rests with the Board of Trustees of the fund. Allow me, through you, Honorable Chair, to check with my friends if they may wish to add one or two points on the issues raised. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Thank you so much, Controlling Officer. You may proceed. Before we hand over to FDH Supplementary Chitipa Central.
Thank you, Chair. It's just for the record. The question was, were they given any reason? If they were given any reason, then they simply indicate if they were given any reason or not, just for the record, Chair.
Thank you so much. As they respond, Controlling Officer, you may take care even that where you given a reason by Public Service Pension Trust Fund. Over to you.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. As soon as we submitted our first bid, I think that was the end of the correspondence between us and the managers of the fund, and therefore no reasons were actually given. Thank you. And as promised, maybe I needed to bring in my colleagues with your indulgence, Chair.
Yeah, please, kindly proceed.
All right, thank you, Chair. To just add to Noel's comments that indeed our assignment ended when we submitted the initial report, and the fund managers did not engage us further, even for the second valuation or third valuation. So our mandate ended when we submitted the first valuation report. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Controlling Officer. Honourable members, I see Mulanje Southeast. Mulanje Southeast, your time.
Thanks very much, Chair. I just had two questions. I wanted to find out from FDH if you brought with you the documents pertaining to the invitation for you to do the evaluation, That's the first one. And if you have those documents, would you please share those documents with the Honorable Committee? The second one, throughout the presentation, I have not seen where you specifically pointing out that the value of Amaryllis was pegged at 47 billion. I have seen that you have presented that the net asset value was 50 billion and the business value was 30 billion. And I'm having problems to reconcile where the 47 billion came from, because I was thinking that in your presentation you would have specifically tackled where the 47.8 billion is coming from, and I was expecting that to have been dealt with in the presentation. Secondly, I wanted to find out from FDH, you are in the market valuing businesses. Were you at any point aware that the very same business that you had sat and valued at 30 billion was also valued at a much higher figure of about 128 billion? Assuming these valuations were done at the very same time, would you be surprised, or was there any information gap that you would have taken into consideration or you would have missed when you're doing the valuation? Were you surprised, or it was okay by yourself? If you were surprised, what type of information or risks do you think might have been considered by those other colleagues that came up with this particular value of 128 billion? Thank you, Chairperson.
Thank you, Mulanje Southeast. I see Blanta Chilomoni.
Yes, Chair. It's unfortunate that we just received the documents, but I'm looking at the letter, the engagement letter from FDH, the letter dated on 12th July 2023, where some of the issues have just been raised, that they responding to pension funds through their fund managers, Nico Asset. So I think, but when we go to the fee and payment, you said you wanted to give, is this the amount of money that you billed them, 8,155,000 for the valuation? And you have also said that the delivery and timing for the report is 3 weeks. Is it correct? And if so, when I asked the question about the time and valuation earlier, you said it takes longer. 3 weeks for me, I don't think it's a lot of time. Secondly, if the fee is 8.1 million, you as FDH Bank have been kind enough to do social responsibility of over $1.5 billion. I don't think that in the interest of public, you really wouldn't come up with a valuation for 31st December 2025. I submit, Chair.
Controlling Officer, I hand over to you.
Thank you, Chair. Honorable Chair, again, I will ask my colleagues to join in, but maybe just to start, I will start first of all with the question posed by Blanta Shiromoni. Is looking at the letter of July 2023, and he is asking, well, the point I want to put forward, Honorable Chair, is that the 3 weeks we are talking about is when you have all the necessary information, and it is actually captured in that letter as well, to say if you have all the necessary information, we should be able to provide the professional advice, the professional evaluation within that 3 weeks. So it is on that basis that we are saying, in this particular case, already I think there was mention that we still need some information from Amaryllis But given the situation, current situation, I'm not sure whether they would be willing, but if it need be, we should be able to proceed on that basis, so that we can ask them to give us that information, and then we should be able to come up with a new valuation. Going to Mulanje Southeast, I believe my colleagues are going to respond on whether we brought with us documents pertaining to the invitation, but I'm sure in the package that was submitted, that should have been included. If not, we should be able to provide. Then there was a question of not, throughout the presentation, not being able to hear anything closer to the 47 billion that possibly is in the media, is in the news. As earlier indicated by my colleagues, there were a lot of valuers that were invited to provide the valuation. So I believe that 47 million is in relation to a different valuer, and we have no privilege to know how they came about with that figure of 47 billion. The other question was to do with the valuing business and whether we are aware that this value was much higher. I think the same issue that it depends the valuation method that was used. It depends the kind of information that they had to factor in for them to arrive at the 47 billion. Again, as has constantly been mentioned, at the end of the day, once we give in these reports, the onus is on the buyer and the seller. They have to negotiate, because obviously the seller had his own valuers that did that, and in the process, I'm sure when they put the things together at the negotiating table, that's why possibly they came up with the 47 billion that is being referred. But with your indulgence, Honorable Chair, let me ask my colleagues if they have got any additions to make.
Before we submit to your request, allow me to recognize Mulanje Southeast. I think it's supplementary. Mulanje Southeast?
Supplementary, Chairperson.
Please proceed, Mulanje Southeast.
Chairperson, I would like it to be put on record that the valuation that came from FDH puts the value of Amaryllis at 30 billion. And I want that to be taken note of. Thank you, Chair.
Basing on the submissions that you've given to this committee, Controlling Officer, you are under oath. Can you confirm that according to FDH, valuation was at 30 billion? Controlling Officer.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I can confirm that it was at 30. If you remember during the presentation, there were two values, one at 35, the other one at 25. And out of the average of the two, that's why we came up to a 30 billion valuation.
So the issue about 47 billion is neither here nor there in as far as FDH is concerned. Agreed. Yes or no?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you so much. Honourable members, maybe before we proceed, can they take as per the request, then I'll come with supplementary. Maybe your colleagues can supplement your response. Over to you.
Thank you, Chair. What I want to add is on the request to do with the invitation or the communication from NICO asset managers inviting us to do the assignment. Chair, just in front, behind you on the screen, we have beamed that letter from NICO asset managers inviting us to do the evaluation following our submission on the requested condition to do the evaluation. Thank you, Chair.